Welcome in, everyone. Welcome into the broadcast. Guys, I'm happy to report that just breaking news just in, Karina Vetrano's murderer has been found guilty. We came in with a guilty verdict here this evening. Just moments ago, I got notified of it and I wanted to go live straight from my couch. I'm on my couch just sitting watching the Mets game, and the news has come in that the jury has reached a verdict of guilty. I'm not sure about all the counts. I'm not sure about all the counts in the, if he was found guilty of everything. So I'm just now trying to get some updates, and I'll be watching the 10 o'clock news, which should be coming up in 3 minutes. So as soon as that comes up, that should be live at the top of the hour. I'll be able to bring that to you. I'll be able to bring that to you in about 3 minutes. So 9 minutes ago, let's see, defense in New York City. Here we go. Brooklyn man found guilty in murder of Karina Vetrano. I couldn't be any more happier. Did they find him guilty? He is guilty. The young man had confessed to beating and strangling Karina Vetrano as she jogged in Queens Park nearly 3 years ago. Traces of DNA were found on her neck, cell phone underneath the fingernails. The evidence was overwhelming. 22 guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Prosecutor told jurors Monday, lose the trial 5 months ago. Hold on, let's see. I'm trying to get the story. Brooklyn man found guilty. Guilty verdict. I'm sure it's on the murder charge. I'm trying to find that out right now. Jogger found guilty. Here's 7 minutes ago. Hold on a second. Let me just read this real quick. New York City jurors convicted 22-year-old man of killing female jogger. It's not saying. Hold on a second here. Hi, Mary. How are you? Hey, guys. So, looks like we got justice for Karina. I'm not really sure on all the charges that he was found guilty of. So we're going to find out here in another minute or so. This is frustrating. I apologize, guys. But I'm assuming guilty on the murder charges. But we have to see all the charges here. But it is amazing news. I'm happy for the family. Let's see what we got here. Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. Hold on a second. Let me see what's going on here. So there you have it. Hold on, guys. Yes, great news, great news. No problem. Rachel, as soon as I got it, I wanted to come. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Daphne. Janny, thank you so much. Veronica Hart, thank you. Thank you for putting hashtag replay also in the comments, Veronica. I was just seeing all of your hashtag replays, so thank you for that. Greatly, greatly appreciate that. You're awesome. You are awesome, Veronica. Let me see what else. Yes, rest in peace. Definitely rest in peace. Stand by a second. So there's nothing as of yet. Let's see what's Fox 5's coming up with. Let me see if Fox 5. Here we go.
And to give you some more context on how perhaps unexpected this moment was, we were thinking today there might actually be another mistrial because there was an anonymous tip from a legal aid lawyer that said police did a race-based dragnet of more than 300 African-American men after initially suspecting it was two white men that had committed this heinous murder. And the judge did not go along with that, told the jurors to keep deliberating, and that's how we arrived at this guilty verdict. We have another crew at the courthouse right now, and we're trying to get information about sentencing, about the potential of appeal. A lot still developing at this hour, so be sure to stay with us on Pix 11 News tomorrow morning, and we will have the very latest then. Live in the newsroom, Henry Rossoff, Pix 11 News.
All right, Henry, thank you. Certainly a lot more to come.
And the judge... Context on how
Stop the flow of migrants coming through Mexico, but will he actually go through it?
All right, critics say closing the border could have a catastrophic impact on the economy, but some...
I can't believe that they're not showing this.
Not bluffing. Sharon Crowley here to break it down. Sharon.
Yes, the prosecutors and the defense, the prosecutors and the detectives, the defense not so much, but the prosecutors' office and the detectives that worked hard on this case are, you know.
Actors had any significant connection between the two.
So I'm just shocked that they don't have anything, you know, going on right now. But you know what? It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I was just curious to see how many charges they found him guilty on. So I'm gonna continue to do some searching here. I'm gonna continue to do a little bit of searching.
She's also expediting the reassignment of 750 officers to assist in border patrol. The Trump administration says that number could go above 2,000.
Hold on, guys. Hold on 2 seconds.
If they do not actually do something, if they don't play their part, then we're going to stunt their economy.
Closing the border would have a big impact on the U.S. economy as well. The Bureau of Transportation Statistics shows the U.S. imported $347 billion of goods from Mexico in 2018. The U.S. exported $265 billion of goods, with a majority of it going by trucks traveling through ports of entry.
Instead of building a wall or closing the border or cutting off aid to these Central American countries, which is downright stupid, we should actually...
Karina Vetrano murder trial. This comes after the defense filed motions that prosecutors withheld evidence, claiming they have a letter that says the NYPD was looking for a black man to blame for the murder of the Queens jogger. The suspect on trial is Chanel Lewis. News 4's Kat Craig is at the courthouse in Kew Gardens with the latest this morning. Kat.
And Stacey and David, a very busy morning.
All right, so
here
I think we watched this already. I'm pretty sure we saw this already. Justice has been served. Justice has been served. Guilty on all charges. Is that what it said? Guilty on all charges? If that's the case, that would be awesome. That would really be awesome. So, let's see. I don't see anything that says guilty on all charges. NBC News says the jury has found... Oh yeah, Chanel Lewis guilty on all counts. There it is. So he's found guilty on even the sexual abuse, which is awesome.
Manage a massive influx
Yes, I saw it right there. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second.
Sharon, thank you. Some House Democrats are preparing to vote on Wednesday to authorize a subpoena for the Mueller report. Judiciary Committee Chairman Gerald Nadler says that Congress deserves to see a copy of the full report without redactions. A brief summary will be disappointing. And is promising to release more of the report in mid-April. The Democrats will list the entire thing.
Connecticut woman, the latest to accuse Joe Biden of unwarranted business contacts and dishonest claims. The former vice
All right, guys. I wasn't planning on going live. Obviously, I wasn't planning on going live. But it looks like right here it says all guilty on all counts right here. So I'm going to scroll down to see that part of this.
Well, with the state budget done deal in Albany, congestion pricing will be collected on that.
no one's really sure how it will work or exactly how much.
Yeah. Hey, Joe. How are you, bud? How are you, Joey? So yeah, Justice for Karina. We were finally able to get justice for the family, so this young lady can rest in peace. I mean, so much going on, and we are so happy that we were able to get justice. Hello, Sonia. Good to see you, Paper Angel. ASMR. Thanks for joining. So, guilty verdict on all charges, not just the murder 1 and 2. Guilty on the sexual abuse charges as well. So this guy will now be in jail behind bars for the rest of his life. Now her family and her parents can try to start the healing process. They could start the healing process. And I mean, I'm just thankful. The verdict just came out sometime tonight. So I just got word of it. My friend from down at the courthouse, he heard about it. He was home and he called me. I didn't even hear it on the news because I was watching the Mets game. And then I looked at my phone and there was a message from Joey, a message from a couple of other people. So thank you to everyone who's followed along with this trial. This has a good outcome. We have a prisoner behind bars. We have a very, very evil human being who's capable of doing this again. If he was let out and found not guilty and let out on the street, he could have been out there to prey on more victims. And I can't be any more happy with this verdict. I can't be any more happy with this verdict, guys. So justice for Karina. And yeah, exactly, Mary. Hello, Deco Painting. Deco Painter and T, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Let me shut that light off. That's a little obnoxious. How are they sentenced? Life without parole. Yes, he'll be sentenced to life in prison. He'll be sentenced to life in prison. Thank you, Janny, for always being in there and positively interacting during the course of. I think I did probably a half a dozen or more of these broadcasts, but this trial only lasted 3 weeks, so it's right now into its 3rd week, and so it was relatively quick, and they were anticipating about a month. And it didn't go that way. It didn't go that way. So her family may have some closure. Exactly, Frank. Exactly. So, like I said, guys, I was sitting here watching the Mets game, and my phone blew up, and I was like, I gotta answer this. It's my connection. So as soon as my friend called, I had to pick up the phone and see what the deal is. And you know, justice for Karina, for her family. And I can't be any more happy with the outcome. I can't be any more happier. This is a just and fair verdict. I think it's a right verdict. You know, I think the evidence was overwhelming in regards to the evidence with the DNA, with the downloaded imaging and questions on his phone, with the cell phone pings putting him at the location at the time of the murder. And everything. Thank you, appreciate it, guys. I'm happy to put this to rest, and I'm happy that the family, it puts the family now at a point where they can continue on and rest in peace. So for me, guys, this is just justice. The wheels of justice have been served here in this case. So it's very awesome. Um, Thank God the jury got it right this time around. Exactly, Hapilia. Exactly. You're welcome, Sheila. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Really. Thank you so much. So I'm just checking all the comments. I'm just looking in the chat. Um, let's see. I don't want to forget anybody. Thank you, Deco Paint. Thank you so much. Janny, thanks for those emojis. Mary Westenberg, yes, it has gone on too long. I agree, guys. So I just did want to come live and tell you, I wanted to break the news to some of the viewers that might be outside of the country that don't have access to this local news. So this is breaking news. Chanel Lewis in the Karina Vetrano trial found guilty of all charges, and we now have closure. The family can try to move forward in the healing process, and this poor young girl can now rest in peace, knowing that her attacker is going to be behind bars for the rest of his life. You know, he's been in jail for over 2 years, so jail is now his new home. There's no chance for him to get out ever. So this is good. This is good stuff. You're in the UK. There you go, Janny. So, you know, a lot of countries, a lot of people outside of the US that are following this case won't be getting these updates on a regular basis, you know, so it might take a while for them to find out. So as soon as I found out, I'm sitting on my couch. I'm not even in my regular spot. I'm just sitting here on the couch doing my broadcast. I got the laptop on my lap, and I just set up the cam, and I said, let me do this real quick. Sentencings will be short in a short period of time. It'll be forthcoming, you know, like forthwith. Sentencing will be forthwith. So as soon as that comes, I will give that to you, but I can almost guarantee you it's 25 to life on both counts, murder 1 and 2 life sentences, and then probably, you know, 40, 50 years on the sexual offense charges. I agree. The sooner the better. I agree. He'll definitely be looking for he'll be looking at 2 life sentences. Sheila Deal. His defense will put in an appeal. It's just a formality. They'll put in an appeal, and that'll just delay it a little bit, but he's not going anywhere, and he's got nothing but time on his hands. There you go, Sassy. Thank you so much for that. Guys, if you don't mind, give it a thumbs up on the comment section and the likes. Go give the video a thumbs up, and if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. Every subscriber counts, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And if you're not following some of the great people that are in here, like Joey Brooklyn, Joey BKLYN _67, and all my great friends, Nabul, and all the ones that come in and support me, please do that. Thank you, Jesus, says Patricia. Thank you so much. Yes, so we have a guilty verdict in the Karina Vetrano trial, and I couldn't be more happy. I'm just waiting for Fox 5 to report it, and as soon as they do, I'm gonna put it on. So let me just refresh this page and see if anything more has come up. Let me just see something here. You know, you're going to get a lot of haters. There's going to be a lot of haters that felt, you know, like I said this afternoon, this trial and all the surroundings has dug up and unearthed a lot of racial tensions between the African American community and the Italian American community in Howard Beach. And I felt it was unjustified and unwarranted, because when you have clear evidence that somebody, I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, yellow, green, Asian, whatever your color is, if the evidence is there, you're going to get a conviction eventually. The first trial ended in a hung jury because the judge made a mistake by declaring a hung jury too soon. So yeah, I'm watching it too. I'm watching, Joe. I'm watching it. So, hi Jamie, how are you? yes, they reached the right verdict. We have justice for the family. We can now rest assured that this young lady can rest in peace and her family can try to heal going forward. And I know that may never happen for them, but at least they can rest a little easier knowing that her killer is just justly sentenced for his crime. I know if I was the father and this person killed one of my children, I'd want a little bit more than life in prison. But we won't even get into that now. We won't even get into that. So thank you, Jamie. Guys, please subscribe to my good friend from the great state of Texas, Jamie_G13. She does a lot of great broadcasts, and she's a really super sweetheart. So please go follow her and follow Josher Josher. He's here in the chat. Follow him as well. He's a great guy. He's a great friend of all of ours. I forgot to share this on Twitter. Let me put this on Twitter real quick. Hold on a second. Let me just put this out.
Absolutely. We're bringing this 900-ton vessel right up alongside that buoy. We're on the other side. If there's a rock or shoal water or whatever it may be that we don't want those barges, tugs, whatnot to hit, right?
It takes about 30 minutes for the small crew that nears operation.
All right, I got that out of the way. Guys. So I can't even believe that the news networks are not like this. Should have been the very first story. I'm shocked. This doesn't make sense.
And cars will be driving and looking for cars that are distracted.
Well, I know that Channel 7 will have it, and definitely Channel 2. Channel 2 is the news organization that was inside the courtroom, that was embedded in the courtroom. So CBS was in the courtroom. CBS was in the courtroom with me when the opening statements were read 2 weeks ago. Yes, Sheila, I agree. Hi, Sue. How are you, Sue? Good to see you. Yeah, we got to always support our fellow broadcasters and content creators. Our content creators are here for us, and it's on their web channel. On what? CBS, Mark? Guilty, Michelle. Guilty. Oh, on Fox? Hold on. Yeah, I don't see it. Hi, good evening, Rain Dancer. We have a guilty verdict in the Karina Vetrano trial. Just got here, doing some grocery shop. My daughter, who's in college. There you go. Guilty on all counts in the Karina Vetrano murder case. So justice has been served, guys. Justice has been served. I don't see it. I don't know why. Let me try going like this. I don't see it. Yeah. I don't know what the heck's going on. Let me try searching. I find it amazing that they don't have this on their site. Excellent. Thank you, KO Live, KLO. Thank you so much, KLO. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I'm very happy. I couldn't be any more thrilled with the news. And I got to tell you, you know, here we go. I think this is it right here.
Anybody need to work in your yard? Call that accounting firm.
So this is just an article. There's no video here. A jury in Queens has convicted Chanel Lewis of murdering Karina Vetrano when she was out on a run in 2016. This was the second trial for Lewis. His first ended in a hung jury. Blah, 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 blah.
And behind the explosive few tell-alls, all their never-before-heard secrets that made them unique. Tomorrow at 7 on Fox 5. You're watching Fox 5 News at 10.
Amazing. You would think in New York that they would have something uploaded other than just some paper article. Yeah, no, I have it here.
And every musician plays with their own character and invention.
I'm on the main site. I'm on the main site. Hold on. Let me try Fox News. Just regular Fox News. Maybe that's what you guys are doing.
Be sure those instruments, as outstanding objects that encapsulate really the creativity, the spirit, the aesthetics, the ambition of the time.
I walked in and I was stunned by the power and the elegance and the intelligence of this assembled collection of musicians.
This is not it. This is not it either.
There's Jimmy's setup from the stage, and there's, you know, just all of these people. You feel the presence of all these great artists, all this great music that has meant so much to the 20th century.
Yeah. I played that before, so this is just a regular Fox News site. Sentencing should be forthcoming. It should be really quick. You know, within the next week or so, the sentencing should happen. Sorry, gotta listen. Tears in my eyes. I got you. No problem. No problem. I understand. I understand. This is not it. You would think Fox 5 News here in New York would cover it. You know, you'd think Fox 5 here in New York would cover it. But I guess they got to upload it onto their site or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, here we go. Here's something new.
And this is a verdict that people have been waiting for quite some time, whatever the verdict turned out to be. But the jury didn't end up starting to deliberate in this case until about 4:30 this afternoon, and they did not deliberate for that long before reaching a guilty verdict on all counts. They deliberated for about 5 hours. Now, when the guilty verdict was announced in court, you could hear the family of Karina Vetrano reacting to it. Go ahead and take a listen.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty.
And then shortly after that cheering in the courtroom here at Queens Criminal Court, Karina Vetrano's parents, they left the courtroom hand in hand. They quickly spoke with reporters as they were walking by, and here's what they had to say.
Jubilation. Justice. Justice has been served. Thank you.
And this is one of those cases here, the murder of Karina Vetrano, that totally gripped our area, the tri-state area. It happened in August of 2016. Karina Vetrano, she was an avid jogger. She went out jogging near her home in Howard Beach, Queens, and she never came home. It was her father who ended up finding her body in this high brush area, again, near their home. And Karina Vetrano, she had been strangled and she had been sexually assaulted. Now, the person that was found guilty of this, Chanel Lewis, he is from East New York, Brooklyn, 22 years old. And there was a, in the original trial, that was back in November, that ended in a mistrial because the jury just could not reach a verdict. In that trial and also in this one, his attorneys, his defense had maintained that his DNA,
see how he just waved to his parents?
on Karina Vetrano's neck, on her cell phone, and also underneath her nails, had been put there. That he was not at the scene himself. Obviously, the jury in this second retrial here did not believe that information and found him guilty, Chanel Lewis, 22 years old, guilty in the murder of Karina Vetrano. And this is a verdict that people have been waiting for.
Okay, guys. So that's what I was trying to find for you, and I'm glad that we got that. You know, there's no winners here. You know, a family lost their beautiful child. You know, another family on the defendants, on the savage beast, brutal murderer's side, lost their son as well. You know, you know, I have empathy towards both sides, and you know, I don't feel sorry for the actual murderer, but I feel empathy towards his family. So if I wasn't a human being, then I wouldn't say that. You know, I don't feel sorry for his family. I just have, you know, as a parent, I think if, God forbid, my son was to make a bad decision and do something horrible like that, it's a loss on both sides. You know, one side more than the other. You know, the Vetrano side is much more of a strong, heavy loss. But, you know, I have to say, you know, you're welcome, Tracy. My pleasure. Thank you for, guys, thank you for hanging in there for the last 2-3 weeks on this trial. You know, I really do appreciate all of you guys coming in and supporting, putting up the links. But you guys just heard it here on that Fox 5 feed. Guilty on all counts. Also, you know, I had said earlier if he was guilty on just the 2 murder counts, I would be happy. But I'm actually happy that all counts he was found guilty on. I had a good vibe and a good feeling about this jury from the very first day when I went to the court. And I got to tell you, you know, for me, it was right away. As soon as I saw them, I felt we were going to get justice. I felt we were going to get justice. So for those of you who are new, just joining, I just played a clip. I could play it again right before I leave. If you guys have seen it, then I won't play it. If you guys want to see that Fox 5 clip, I'll play it before I end this broadcast. But the jury found Chanel Lewis guilty of all charges. That's murder, first and second degree, and sexual abuse. So I can play it one more time before I leave, for those of you who are new and just joining in. Yes, yes. Yeah, it's a formality. The defense will appeal. The defense will appeal, but that's a formality, guys. This happens regularly. There's nothing irregular about that. That is just standard operating procedure, guys. So let me set this up for you again. It's about a minute. It's about 2 minutes worth of video. I'll set it up for you guys.
For quite some time, whatever the verdict turned out to be, but the jury didn't end up starting to deliberate in this case until about 4:30 this afternoon, and they did not deliberate for that long before reaching a guilty verdict on all counts. They deliberated for about 5 hours. Now, when the guilty verdict was announced in court, you could hear the family of Karina Vetrano reacting to it. Go ahead and take a listen.
Hi, Sandra.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty.
And then shortly after that cheering in the courtroom here at Queens Criminal Court, Karina Vetrano's parents, they left the courtroom hand in hand. They quickly spoke with reporters as they were walking by, and here's what they had to say.
Jubilation. Justice. Justice has been served. Thank you.
And her body was found on Karina Vetrano's neck, on her cell phone, and also underneath her nails, had been put there. That he was not at the scene himself. Obviously, the jury in this second retrial here did not believe that information and found him guilty, Chanel Lewis, 22 years old, guilty in the murder of Karina Vetrano.
So guys, again, guilty on all counts. You see how screwy these things go? The defense was trying to say that the police planted the DNA evidence underneath this girl's fingernails. Are you kidding me? Listen, I worked for 20 plus years as a police officer for this same very police department, the New York City Police Department. We're not in the business to plant evidence. That's an old wives' tale that may go on in small town police departments where there's no checks and balances, but there's so many checks and balances here in New York City. There's so much oversight on what the police do. Thank you, Sandra Rodriguez. I appreciate that. Thank you for those kind words. All my best right back to you and your family as well. And that goes for everybody here on YouTube, all my great friends here on YouTube. I want to just say thank you back to you guys, because you guys have held yourselves to the higher standard, and everybody here has been respectful for the most part. With the comments, nobody here is being disrespectful. And I even, like I said, for me to throw out words towards the defendant's family, his mother and father have lost their son as well. So there's no real winners in this. There's no real winners in it, guys. And at the end of the day, we have to just say justice. The due process was served here. The wheels of justice have taken effect, and guilty verdict is in, and now this case can be put to rest from 2016. This murder happened August 2nd, 2016. And it's a long time to have a family go through and rehash over and over and over again. Yeah, Guy and Jackie, you just got the notification. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yes, guilty verdict on all counts. Murder 1, 2, and the sexual abuse charges. So, yes, Rick, yes. Exactly. Yep, exactly. So, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. So, we have a verdict, and now the Karina Vetrano case is now over, and I'll bring you probably one or two more broadcasts in regards to the sentencing. If that is broadcast live, I will bring that to you here on YouTube. If the CBS is in for the sentencing, which I think they will have it live, I will bring that to you live. So CBS 2, I believe, has the rights to the sentencing. So I'm pretty sure that will be televised. So we'll watch it here on YouTube together. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hi, Catwoman. How are you? Yes. Rest in peace, Karina. Rest in peace. Thank you very much, Duty Ron, says Sheila Deal. My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you, Jen. Thank you so much. Ali C, good to see you. Hi, Yifa. Good to see you. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. And guys, everyone who has given Super Chat and has subscribed to Patreon and has given the positive interactions with the comments and back and forth, and all my moderators and all the great people on here, I greatly, greatly appreciate you guys. You guys don't understand how much I appreciate all of your interaction and all of your input. So good to see you too. Good to see you too. Good to see you. Thank you, Yilfa. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Sosa. So I did the best that I could. Nobody's perfect, you know. I did the best that I could, and I feel like I tried to bring it to you fair and balanced. And you know, when people start making allegations of police misconduct and the very detectives that I worked with side by side, I knew that it couldn't be. I knew that it wasn't the case. I had not a minuscule of doubt that there was anything fishy done in this case. And for those of you who did feel that, I guess it's maybe human nature to feel a little bit of that. But at the end of the day, I know, because I work side by side with the great detectives in the NYPD, and their primary focus and goal is to bring evil to justice, to bring evil off the street, to make it safer for all of us. So I've been out there on the battlefield for 20 plus years. I know what the job is about. I know how the job goes, and I was confident that they did a great investigation on this case. Just hung juries happen. Hung juries happen, you know. Was listening to a guy who claims he is a jail insider saying great that these prisoners in Wisconsin haven't made me. That's not the case. Trust me on that. Nothing about prison is good. You're welcome, Cat in a Hat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Much respect right back to you. Hats off to the NYPD. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Fly high and free, Karina. Thank you to Duty Ron. Thank you, Duty Ron. Claire Slattery, thank you so much. Michelle, appreciate you. Appreciate you being in here. So this is, again, this is a case of Chris, 22, thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind. I greatly appreciate that. No cartoons allowed in prison. There you go, Joey. I think he's going to feel like he's a little deprived, that's for sure. Sheila, go NYPD. Thank you for that. Thank you, guys. NYPD, the greatest detectives in the world. I say that with extreme conviction. I know that they are. I worked side by side with these men and women, and everybody tries to do the best that they can. And remember, we're not machines. We're just human beings, you know? Thank you. Thank you, Sosa. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So go Giants. Go Giants. Woohoo! Go Giants. Go Giants. All right, guys. I have to go to my daughter's. Daughter is ill. She's not feeling well. Take care of your daughter. I hope she feels better. Love and respect to you, Winky. Let me give a little hug and heart to Winky Whispers, my good friend and awesome, awesome moderator, awesome link putter-upper, if that's even a word. I know it's not. But thank you to you, Winky. I really, really appreciate you. I don't take you for granted, that's for sure. So hope your daughter is feeling better really soon. All right, guys. So listen, I'm going to end it. I don't want to drag this out too long, so I'm going to end it. Justice for Karina, and thank you to each and every one of you for being in here. I hope everyone has a good night. I'm going to bed early tonight, so I'm going to pack it in. I will talk to you guys all soon. Peace and love from the Duty Ron family. Thank you guys for all your support. God bless the USA. God bless America. God bless our world and our all the great people and our justice system. So speak to you all soon. Peace and love from Duty Ron. Good night, guys. Thank you.